Hey guys, how you guys doing? So this is Grisha from Technical Option Traders Inc. Hope you guys are having a great day. Just a humble request here. If you guys like my work, you guys like what I do, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're looking to trade, we have our own trading community where we, give out daily alerts and we talk about the markets. It's just more than a community where we all grow and learn together. So check it out. The link is in the bio, and make sure you guys have a look and stop by our website. And weekly, we do send out newsletters as well. If we're looking at the S&P 500 today, it's consolidating. Like I've been mentioning in my previous videos, this is not a time to trade. If you're a trader and you're trading tech especially, you're getting killed. All the growth stocks, they're just slow grind right now, okay? Not up, not down, okay? So just something to keep in mind of. So today, with XLF reporting, with financials reporting, airlines did really well in their earnings, so which is a positive sign. As we can see, Jets is up here nicely. Okay, however, we need airlines to build up momentum. So we've had 2 green days. Now we need a follow through into the coming weeks so more strength can be built into airlines. Okay. However, right now, if we just look at the SPY, it's just slow grind. The reason why, it's two main sectors that are heavily weighted, which is tech and financials, are not doing the best, right? If we look at financials right now, financials are towards the support area here. And if we look at techs, tech is also not doing the best right now. So it makes sense for the S&P to not really be doing the greatest, seeing that the heaviest weighted sectors are kind of at a standstill, okay? If we look at triple Qs here, triple Qs are interesting. It's just all tech and makes sense with tech being, in consolidation, that triple Qs are in consolidation as well. However, if this is going to start to bottom here, or if this is setting to be a higher low right now, that's something to pay attention to because the previous low was here and then here. And if this is setting up to be a higher low, we can start to get a bounce in the Qs here. Okay, a possible bounce to the upside. Now with tech starting to report soon, this could be the catalyst for either a breakup or a breakdown. Okay, so this is something to keep a close eye on how the Qs do, and if you keep watching this and watching the tech sector, it could be a big opportunity to make some plays. Okay, so that's something to keep an eye on. So the thing about the market is patience will pay you. You have to be patient here, right? So if we look at a 2-hour time frame on the triple Qs, they're going back down. However, we need them to go below this and break the 333 level and then get to this level right here. But my big trade, or where I would get aggressive, is if volume picks up and we sell below this zone right here, 315. We can see the last time it tried to dip below, there were buyers here. They waited and they bought back here. So I want to see this zone right here violated, right? So right now the Qs are okay. However, if we just look at a bigger time frame on the Qs, the weeklies, not looking the greatest, right? So when was the last time the Qs, I guess you could say, failed to make a new high, right? So this has been going on since about October of 2021. So this is a pretty big stretch for the Qs, right? They're not making highs right now. They're just making on the weekly time frame. If we just look at this trend line, right, it's just breaking down, right? So it's just completely breaking down here. So 6 months just almost towards a downtick and no new highs is not really looking good, right? Because this means price might be being accepted in this area. So that's something to be concerned with a little bit, that we're spending a lot of time and the Qs are not making a new high, and neither is S&P 500. So that's something to be concerned with a little bit here, right? In a healthy bull market, we'll start to see new highs, start to form after a few weeks to a few months. But right now, it looks like it's not able to do that, right? So in the SPY, it's a different story. SPY was, I believe, December. Okay, December was where we set these highs. So we're 4 months where we've gone and we haven't made new highs. So that's something to keep an eye on, right? Dow Jones, right? Dow Jones looks like on the daily it wants to break out. It's setting up this higher low right here, and if this level holds on the Dow, we can start to see a move to the upside and slow consolidation, which could be brought by airlines. There's a lot of talks about reopening and those stocks, so we can see like stocks like Nike, the retail stocks, start to move, right? And there's a lot of flow in them right now, so that's something to be aware of. That sector is getting a lot of interest. Okay, so that's something that we want to keep an eye on and see how that does that, and that can push the Dow up. But this downtrend line as well as this supply area is still massive. There is still no indication that we're gonna get a bullish push just yet, right? So if we look at IWM is just holding the zone, coming down today. If it does come down, I have a pathway, you could say, kind of on it to see what happens. This is a bear flag on a bigger time frame. It looks like it might pan out for IWM. Okay, so that's something to keep an eye on. The IWM does not look the greatest. If we look at the hourly time frame, it's back in this volatile area where it was and where it bounced. So we need a close below 191. If we can get that, we can get a quick bounce to the downside. Okay, otherwise there's nothing to do on the IWM here. So looking at gold. Gold did take a little bit of a breather today, which is good. It did need that. So like I've been mentioning, I'm like, these candlesticks are very, very small and tight. It is looking like gold was due for a pullback here, but now the eye on gold is to how far this pullback goes. My support level, like I've been mentioning in all of my videos, is 175. If 175 goes, I'm going to be getting out of my gold trade, and I will reassess for a better entry. As long as 175 holds, that's where my risk is, and I am hoping for a target of over 200 to 225, right? So if that's possible, then gold will continue to run to the upside. But for now, gold is taking a breather, and there's nothing wrong with that. Stocks do take breathers. That's something to keep an eye on if gold will continue to move in a couple of weeks, right? So looking at VIX, VIX very nice here, but unfortunately still holding this stubborn support at 23.95. If VIX cannot get above this level, it's just holding it. The chances of us having a melt down versus a melt up, if VIX continues to hold this level, the meltdown is higher. Okay, so if we're gonna have a melt up, we're gonna see the VIX fall, and we're gonna see SPY boost up, and that's gonna bring a lot of money or a lot of confidence into the move up on S&P 500. But for now, don't see it happening. There's no indications of it because VIX is still holding this level, right? So if we look at now the cryptocurrency side of things, Bitcoin is just struggling. Okay, it's just struggling, and that's perfectly fine with it. But there was a big announcement today by Amazon that they may start accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. So that's huge news that came out today for crypto. So, however, Bitcoin, the big level is here at 28,000, and then here at 33,000. So I'm not too worried about Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin can continue to rally soon, but right now it's just taking a breather. I'm not going to chase this move down. I want to see some buyers come in and for Bitcoin to kind of stop out before I start, before I start dabbling into Bitcoin again. But for now, there's no trade on Bitcoin. I'm just going to stick to the sidelines and see what happens here, right? One sector I do want to point out is semiconductors. It is going back down to test this level, okay? So this is huge. This looks like it's going to break down to me. Okay, so it went up, it came back down, it tried to bounce here. Now we're having a red day again because Taiwan Semiconductors reported and they're getting killed. So, with NVDA and AMD, I mean, this looks like this is going to go. If this goes from here, we're going to have a rip down to about 216. So that's something to keep an eye on. I think NVIDIA as well, following this, right? So we had a rip, we had a push down, and I think NVIDIA will see 196 and then about 180 really fast on NVIDIA if semiconductors do go. We've had non-stop gap downs. We're holding this level. This tested 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a fifth test here, and it's going for the sixth. If this breaks, we're gonna go to 195 to 180 really, really fast on NVIDIA. So all I'm looking at the probabilities here. Right now, price is consolidating. I do want to see this breakdown here happen. If it does, this is going to be give a quick play and a profitable play to the downside. Okay, so that's something to be aware of and to watch out. Okay, so semiconductors may lead the stocks down. So today, the big sectors that we have here is airlines. We have consumer staples. We have industrials, which are trying to bounce. So like I have this inverted head and shoulder on the industrials. If this does break this, we will get a massive move to the upside. But if it doesn't, we're going to get a pullback to the downside, okay? So we'll see what happens. Industrials are in this consolidation zone. We'll see if we can get a rip. But the weak sectors today, again, tech, communication, semiconductors, and home builders. Okay, so home builders are back down. They had this little pullback, and now they're coming back down. So Home Depot, Lowe's, and those stocks, they're gonna take a big hit here today. Okay, so otherwise, I would trade light. Don't trade big, and just keep it small. Enjoy your weekend. Next week could be another opportunity to make some big money. All right, guys, take care.